Hello there, good afternoon, it's Clarkson Commercials in Glasgow, Scotland here once again. Now here we have another Transit. This one is a 2008 on a 08 plate. It's a Ford Transit, it's a 300 and it's a short wheelbase with the medium roof up top there. 300 means it's 3 tonnes gross. The gross vehicle weight of the van plus its maximum payload can be no more than 3 tonnes, and that's what the 300 stands for. Now, the beauty of these videos is that we can tell you everything that we know about the vans, and we know a lot about this one. This one is just off service with Yale Locks. Yale, Y-A-L-E, Yale Locks. I'm sure you've heard of Yale before. They're a national company, a national name, and this van has been owned and operated by Yale since day one. Lots of extras in this van. This was an engineer's van with Yale Locks, and it was specified to a fairly high degree when the van was new in 2008. First of all, it's got the 110 horsepower engine, so it's a 110 engine in this one, not the 85. It's still the 2.2 turbo diesel, but it's got the output of 110 horsepower. And what we'll do now is we'll just pause here for a second and we'll nip round and show you in the rear. Now, I'm sure that is a mouth-watering proposition to many tradesmen out there. You have no idea the number of vans that we see that are just an incredible mess in the back when they come in, but this van here is assured to give you a nice organised workspace to work with on a day-to-day basis. Very, very expensive, this racking equipment, and I think normal human beings like you and I probably wouldn't go to the expense of that. That's over £1,500 worth of gear in the back there, but these national companies work on a different level altogether, and they don't think twice about splashing out that kind of expense on a brand new van. But it's there, ladies and gentlemen, for you to make full use of, and not at any expense to you, I might add. That somebody else has footed the bill for it. We've got racking down the left hand side here, we've got drawers down the right hand side, we've got some more storage down the front end there, we've got a hand wash station here, and we've also got a slide out bar that is designed to take a vice which will slide out just to the rear of the van. The van has been mopped out and power washed. There's some sort of grubby marks that we just cannot remove on the light grey flooring there, but it's purely superficial, but clearly been well looked after. You've also got your fluorescent tubing in 2 areas up on the roof there, so really that will bring immediate efficiency to anybody's day-to-day working job, I'm sure. Bodily, the van is absolutely immaculate, very, very fresh indeed, and being an engineer's van, that immediately tells me that it's been one driver from new. And what you find with these engineers' van is that is the case. One driver gets it in day one and he's got that van till it comes off contract at the end of the time, and this certainly has been the case with this van here. Steel bulkhead there, again making the back very, very secure, and you've seen in here already, but again you've got some really, really handy racking in there, just absolutely superb. Right, coming out to the front of the vehicle, I've left it ticking over just so you can hear it running. A nice smooth steady idle sitting at 900 RPM, and we'll jump in the cabin now because it's starting to rain. Right, here we are in the cabin, engine ticking over, as I said, at a steady 900 RPM. The 2 lights here on the right hand side, one is the fuel light and the red one below it is because the back doors of the van is open. Turn it off, that's the ignition, fire her up, and as you see they all go out as they should. 70,000 miles from new. Lots of extras in here that have been ticked on the options list when it was new. A lot of the extras you don't get on a standard Transit van, such as, firstly we've got air conditioning here via that button where my finger is. We've got a heated front screen operated via that switch there. Being the 110 horse, it's also got the traction control fitted here too. What we've got over to the right hand side here is we've got automatic headlamps which come on when it gets dark, and obviously the reverse when it gets light, and we have got rain sensing wipers. Again, that isn't standard. That there's a sensor up in this black module here that senses when it gets wet. They're not switched on yet obviously, but put it onto auto setting and they will come on and off as the weather dictates. Electric windows left and right via this switch here. Coming back across the steering wheel, we've also got radio volume control buttons here, operated via the fingertip controls. Almost every extra I mentioned there is not standard on the normal van. That is all options that have been picked, especially from the options list when the van was new. Full service history, serviced by Ford at 15,000, 29, 45 and 58,000 miles. All there and correct and present. Nice, clean, fresh upholstery. Very, very clean, very, very all original. And I'll just jump back outside again. So here we are folks, back out in the rain, and I'll just do one more quick whiz round and summarise for you. This one is a 2008 on a 08 plate Ford Transit 300. It's a short wheelbase with a medium roof on it up there. 110 horsepower engine, just off service with Yale locks, and I've showed you this before, but I think it's worthy of showing it again. Very, very expensive, very, very costly racking and storage in the back here. What I will say is if you don't need the racking, obviously we can take it out, or you can take it out and keep it, but it would be a pity not to make full use of that. In actual fact, BOTT is a very well known manufacturer for this kind of equipment, and as I say, believe you me, it isn't cheap. I'm hazarding a guess at £1,500 for this, but I'm probably underestimating it that. Right, so I've rambled on for long enough, but hopefully you agree with me that the van is worth it. So at 2008, 70,000 miles, 110 horsepower, heated screen, electric windows, air con, automatic wipers, automatic headlights, etc, etc. One owner, full history. My name is Barry, and thanks for your time.